Hello, yeah, good afternoon everyone. I am Dr. Rishi Ajay Khanna from CHL Hospital. I am as a consultant here in ENT head and neck, as a consultant ENT head and neck surgeon. Hope you all must be facing COVID times with lot of difficulties, right from thriving to surviving. As we know, there are various ENT problems. Today the topic of interest for us is various ENT problem, common ENT problem and their solutions. So hope my voice will be clear to you, and if any comments or questions you can pop up in between and I can answer them accordingly. So many time patient come to us with complaints कि कान में कचरा हो गया है, कान दुखता है, कान में कचरा जम जाता है, कान में बार बार कचरा जम जाता है, and many of us have the habit of using ear drops. So the thing I would like to tell you कि we should never use earbuds. You can use ear drops. Simple wax dissolving ear drops available at your nearby medical shops, or you can get it prescribed from the nearby ENT surgeon. You can use these drops, 3 drops 3 times a day for a week. So if you put this drop, 3 drops 3 times a day in a week, your wax will automatically dissolve and come out of the ear as you take the bath. This drop can be used for children and adults both without any problem. Suppose after using ear drops, still you are feeling, after using ear drop for a week, even if you are feeling ear is blocked or pain in the ear, then better you consult a nearby ENT surgeon. So here at CHL Hospital, we are doing all sort of ENT diagnostics and surgeries. Today is the Teachers' Day. So first I would like to thank all my teachers, because of whom we are standing here today. ENT, any comments? As such, yeah, hello Mr. Sanjeev, I got a question from you. Why do I get coughing attacks when I eat chocolate or other certain candies? Yeah. Okay, hello Sanjeev. It may be because of irritant problem, because of irritating problem of the content what you are eating. Many a time what happens, chocolates have some preservatives. We do not have allergy to the chocolate, but we have allergy to the content, that content means with the preservative. So if you're getting recurrent bouts of cough after eating chocolates or some candies, better to just change the brand or avoid them. It may not be a severe symptom, or it may not be a symptom of severe disease, nothing to worry. Or one more thing you can do, avoid, never use any tongue cleaner or clean the tongue with the finger or brush or something. If you are having the habit of cleaning the tongue, better to quit it. Tongue is one of the most mobile organ of the body, which has the self-cleaning capacity. Even if your tongue is rough, it is normal, but clean, shiny, it is abnormal. It may be abnormal. So better not to clean the tongue. If you are cleaning the tongue, Sanjeev, then better to stop it. And if you are getting recurrent bouts of cough even after the using this, even after quitting the habit, then you can consult us anytime. Yeah. Hello Mr. Sunil Nagiaji. I'm 70 years old and I'm okay. You are asthmatic. Due to the rawness in my throat and behind the nose, I take Allegra. Yeah, just a minute, Sunil ji. Yeah, Sanjeev ji, just I'm yeah, Sanjeev Chadokar ji. Yeah, any medication should not be used for long term. If you are asthmatic and you are having rawness in the throat, it might be because of, if you are using some spray, puff, what you call puff for asthma, or some inhalers, it might be because of that. So if you are using that asthmatic pump or puff, then better to clean the tongue. Once you, whenever you use the puff in the mouth, then immediately after that you clean your mouth or rinse your mouth or do gargle with simple plain cold water. But even still it is persisting, you can consult us anytime. Yeah. Hello Dheeraj ji. Dheeraj Jai Singhani ji. How are sinusitis symptoms different from a cold allergies? How is sinusitis treated? Yes, Dheeraj ji, very nice question by you. Often you get this question. I will answer it very simply, Dheeraj ji. Sinusitis, actually, whenever I think you can see this model. So this is a human face, you can see, and these are the sinuses inside, where the cold is formed and flows in the nose. So if cold is trapped in the sinuses, it is a symptom of, it causes sinusitis. In sinusitis, usually you will get more than 3 attacks of cold. In every month you will get more than 2 or 3 attacks of cold, for which you have to take you need to take medicine for a week. You, along with cold, you might be having headache, pain in the eye, nasal discharge, or sometime nasal bleeding. So if you are having recurrent cold with nasal obstruction, headache, pain in the eyes, which is disturbing your day-to-day life, or which is hampering you to perform the normal activities, it might be sinusitis. Even if you are having sinusitis, nothing to worry. You can take simple cold treatment at home. The one thing you have to do is wash the nose with plain water. Take simple water, put little salt and soda, 2 pinch of salt, 2 pinch of soda, fill it in a syringe and wash the nose at least 2 or 3 times a day. Take plain steam in the night, and start little exercise. So if your sinusitis symptom, definitely may revert with this home remedies. Even if your symptoms are persisting, cold along with headache, eye pain and disturbance of normal life, definitely you can contact us. Yeah. Shekhar Singh ji, he makes crackling noise and accompanied with a headache. Yeah, Shekhar ji, doctor said here is clear. Yeah. Shekhar ji, I think you have not mentioned your age, but no issue. Any sound, whistling or crackling sound in the ear, since better you consulted a ENT doctor, that is good thing. It might be because of some cold effect. It might be because of effect of cold, one thing, or second thing, it might be a very early sign of weakness of the hearing nerve, the nerve by which we hear. It might be because of that. So if you are having crackling sound, better to consult your ENT doctor again, and you can do one audiometry test for hearing. It is simple test. It is just takes 10 to 15 minutes to do, and immediately you get the result. So if your crackling sound is because of some weakness of the hearing nerve, you will come to know, and we can treat accordingly. But meanwhile, you can avoid loud noise and avoid taking unnecessary medicines and take proper sleep. Yeah. Hamza Khan ji, my sinus condition likely to affect my health in other ways. Yeah, Hamza ji, nice question. It affects. What happens? Again, I'll show you this model. These are the sinuses. Okay, in these sinuses, cold is formed. Everyone has these sinuses. In these sinuses, cold is formed, and when it is trapped inside the sinuses, it causes symptom. As such, nothing to worry. In COVID times, sinusitis may be a symptom of a corona symptom, but nothing to worry. Sinusitis may affect your daily life because you are having persistent headache. You need to take medicines because of side effect of medicine you are having. So, but as such, sinusitis doesn't affect other systems of the body unless or until it is accompanied with diabetes, hypertension, or some other problem. So, if you are having sinusitis, do regular exercise, take steam, and wash the nose. Sanjeev Chatokar ji. Why do I again I got your question. Why do I sometimes hear a ringing? Yeah, nice question. Just now I answered this question. Ringing noise in the ear might be because of effect of cold, first thing, or because of weakness of the hearing. If it is persisting, better you consult a ENT physician and do a hearing test, audiometry, and meanwhile you can avoid unnecessary medicines and take and do little yoga. So I think it will be fine with that. Yeah, Rajendra Sharma ji, I can see your question. What should I do to prevent from throat infection? Yeah, very nice question. Whenever any person of any age, if you get cold in the or throat symptom, throat itching, nothing, the first thing you have to do is take steam, simple steam, and simple gargle. You must be we have Listerine or Hexidin, Rexidin mouthwash at the home. You just after meals you have 5 ml of gargle, mix it with 5 ml of water. That's all, and just gargle it and spit it out. That will solve your maximum problem. But even if your throat symptom, throat irritation persists after that, then you consult a ENT doctor. Yeah, so I will continue with our topic proper. So I told you about the ear wax. So if whenever you get ear block or wax in the ear, you can use simple ear drops, 3 drops 3 times a day for a week. It will automatically dissolve your wax, and even you don't need to come to ENT OPD. In ENT OPD, we have full-fledged of endoscopes, and currently at the CHL hospital, we are screening for the ENT cancers also. So just on the OPD basis, you can get your ear, nose or throat endoscopy done. Immediately you'll get the result. If you have some problem, it will be revealed off very easily. At CHL, I do run my special ENT clinics. These involves headache clinic, vertigo clinic, snoring clinic, allergy clinic, swallowing clinic, hearing clinic, and neck pain clinic. So I cater ENT in these special clinics. Yeah, hello Mukesh ji, I can see your question now. Mukesh Kumar ji, how can I deeply clean out my ears with least damage? Yeah, Mukesh ji, first thing I would like to tell you, never use earbud to clean the ear. You can use wax drops. You will get it from any medical shop, or you can get it prescribed from an ENT surgeon. You can use ear drop, 3 times a day for a week, and automatically your wax will come out. But never try to attempt your self ear cleaning with the ear drops. Yeah, hello Smriti Jaiswal ji. I can see your question. Last 6 months I am having. Nice question, Smriti ji. You have not mentioned your profession, but I got it. If you have health in your healthcare profession, it might be because of mask. It may be, yeah. First thing I would like to tell you that if you are having sore throat, you can start using, without medicines, you can start using mouthwash or mouth gargles, Hexidin or Rexidin gargles. You can use these gargles after every whenever you eat something, after every meals, or when you go out, you face the patients, when you come back, you can just simply take 5 ml of gargle and 5 ml of water, rinse your mouth and spit it out. This will sort out your problem. But even if your your problem is persisting even after using the gargle, the best thing you can do is no need to wear the mask when you are off the patient. You are not seeing the patient, or you are in a closed room, you are sitting alone, you are sitting simply, or you are at the home. No need to use the mask continuously. So that time you can tap down the mask. Or one more thing, you can use you can frequently change the mask. So if it could be because of mask, it will sort out that problem. Yeah, Shekhar ji, I got one more question from you. My friend daughter has an ear infection. Is she allowed to go to swimming? Yeah, Shekhar ji, nice question. If she is having ear problem, better not to swim. Get treated at least get the treatment for the ear problem, then she can start swimming, because right now there is rainy season. In rainy season, most commonly we get fungus in the ear. So if she will go for swimming, her fungal infection may increase. So better to avoid swimming for a while. Yeah, hello Dheeraj ji. Should a patient seek medical advice prior to getting a over-the-counter nasal spray? I'll always say yes. because I think we should never use any. If you're using, then it's okay. But if you're not using nasal spray frequently, or if you've not been using before, then better to seek a medical advice from a good doctor. Yeah. Hello Asim ji. I can see your question. What are smell and taste disorder? Who is at the risk for developing smell and taste disorder, and what treatment options are? Very, very nice question, Asim ji. I liked there is a lot. It is a very intelligent question. Usually, smell and I have to simplify it. Smell and taste have a common pathway in the brain. If you are not having smell, it might be a disorder of the taste. If you are not having taste, it might be some problem with the smell. So nose and tongue, they are actually interconnected. These tracts are special. These are higher. They are special senses, so they are interconnected. Disorder of smell, maybe if you are having your sense of smell is decreased, you have the foul smell, or you have the salty smell. Suppose if you feel ki right now in this room I am smelling something, so it might be there might be no smell outside, but you might be smelling. Then faulty smell means you might be having there might be sweetie odor in the room, but you might be feeling it bitter or some other way. It will be like this. So these are the disorder of smell and taste. So if you are having some taste disorder, like if you get metallic taste, you get lot of burning, or if you get some other bad taste, so it might be it has to be worked. You need a good ENT consultation. Yeah, Varunji, I can see your question. What makes my ears so itchy? What are the symptoms of hearing loss? Yeah, very, very good question, Varunji. Ear itching is most commonly because of dandruff. We call it seborrheic otitis externa. A person who are having dandruff from the ear, the dandruff stuff, what you call dendrites, these goes in the ear, and that causes itching. And if you are having itching in the ear, if you are having dandruff, then first solve your dandruff problem. Use a good anti-dandruff shampoo. Use little bit of hair oil also. Your problem will be sorted out. Yeah, hello Smriti ji. Should laryngitis? I have a question. I can see your question. Should laryngitis ever be a cause for concern? Causes and steps to soothe. Yeah, nice question, Smriti ji. Laryngitis. I should not, मतलब आपको डराना नहीं चाहिए, but laryngitis can be simple. Laryngitis can be a symptom of laryngeal cancer also. But that too, if it is persisting, if you are having change in the voice for more than 2 weeks, then you should immediately, which is persisting for 2 weeks, then you should immediately seek a ENT advice. The best way to treat laryngitis is voice rest. If you are having acidity, get the good treatment of acidity. If you are having sore throat or cold, get the treatment of cold. So voice rest, steam inhalation, and treatment of cold and acidity will solve the laryngitis. Yeah, hello Rajendra Sharma ji. Nice question. What is sinusitis? Sinusitis is simply an infection of sinuses. Rajan ji, I'll show you the sinuses. This is a human face. I have a model in my OPD, and these are the sinuses. You can see inside yellow, green, and pink color. These are the sinuses. So cold is produced in these sinuses and flows in the nose and then goes back in the throat and stomach. So whenever you get infection of these sinuses or cold gets trapped in these sinuses, you get the sinusitis. So infection of these sinuses is sinusitis. So I was telling at CHL hospital Indore, I do run my special ENT clinic, which involves headache, vertigo, snoring, allergy, swallowing, hearing, and neck pain clinic. Many times some patient they are worried and they immediately report to us that we are having some ulcer in the throat, ulcer in the cheek. So all ulcers are not cancer, nothing to worry. Usually if you're having some stain in the mouth or some ulcer, if this ulcer is persisting for a week, if there is a change in the color of the skin, or if it is getting hardened, you need to report to us. Otherwise, with a simple oral hygiene, means you need to brush your tooth regularly, use mouth gargles, some gel, and with good fruits. You eat very good fruits in the diet. Your oral ulcer you will get rid of the oral ulcer. But if any ulcer which is bigger in size, hard, color is changing, then you need to report to us. Hello Rajen ji, I can see your question. What are the signs and symptoms of chronic sinusitis? Yeah. Rajan Sharma ji, sinusitis, usually in sinusitis, you will get the symptom of recurrent cold, headache, eye pain, for which you need to, these episodes will occur once or twice in a month and for more than 3 months. So if you are having recurrent attacks of cold for which you need to take medicine for a week and it is happening for more than 3 to 4 months, then it is a chronic sinusitis. Yeah, hello Jyoti ma'am, I can see your question. Thank you. Thank you very much Jyoti ma'am. Varun Lilali ji, I can see your question. Earphones for the longer, I face itching and I forgot to listen loudly. Okay, Varun ji, yeah, very nice question. Usually, if you are using earphone like this, better to use, in spite of earphone, you use the headphone. One more thing you can do, earphone has a silicone rubber over this, so you can change the silicone rubber frequently. That silicone has a life of 3 months, 4 months, because depending on the quality of the silicone and quality of your earphone company. So that silicone gets hardened or gets changed. It is not soft. So because of that, you get the ear itching. One more reason for the ear itching could be the dandruff. So if you are having dandruff, use good anti-dandruff shampoo. Use little bit of hair oil. Your problem will be ear itching problem will be solved. Okay. So I was telling about the oral ulcer. So simple ulcer, nothing to worry. If the ulcer is persisting, getting bigger in size or getting hardened or change in color, then you should report to us. Many times people come to us that, sir, we are having perforation in the eardrum, what to do? So very common query we get to see. Simple perforation in the ear, nothing to worry. If your ear is discharging intermittently, you are having your hearing is decreasing day by day, then you should concern, then it is a matter of concern. You can report to us, you can simply get it operated. Here at CHL, I am doing endoscopic ear surgery. If your perforation is smaller in size, there is not much of damage to the inner ear structure, then we can repair the eardrum endoscopically. There won't be any scar outside. Yeah, Dr. Akansha Tamal, ma'am, I can see your question. What makes ear painful after having shower when the water gets inside it and it gets relief after course of antibiotic or analgesic? Dr. Akansha, nothing to worry. You might be having some fungus or wax trapped in the ear. Sometimes our ear canal is narrow. So in the then what happens? Ear wax which is normally produced get trapped in the ear, and after you take the bath, it gets swollen, and that swollen wax goes very near to the eardrum and it causes pain. So what you can do, you can use simple wax drops. You can get it from any. Use 3 drops 3 times a day for a week, and it will solve your problem. Even if still it persists, then you can contact to me immediately. So I was telling about the eardrum perforation. So simple ear perforation, nothing to worry, but your ear is discharging regularly. You are having decreased hearing, then you can report and get your problem solved either by surgery or by other measures. Many a time simple ear discharge is okay, but yeah, thank you Akshay ji. I can see your question. You can sort out 3 years. I have facility. Yeah, Akshay ji, you are having recurrent sore throat. Your throat ulcer. Sorry, you are having recurrent throat ulcer. Yeah, recurrent throat ulcer. If it is painful, it could be because of some viral infection, or in general we call because of gastric upset you might get recurrent oral ulcer. I will advise you that you should increase fruits in your diet. along with milk, and take proper sleep. I think with this problem, your recurrent throat ulcer should go off, and you can use measures to keep oral hygiene. You always, whenever you brush 2 times a day, morning and night, and you can use gargles. You can carry gargle with you in your car or in your pocket. So after every meal, whatever you eat, you should rinse your mouth with gargle. I think it will sort out your problem. And if you are having some dental problem, then also you take treatment for dental problem. Recurrent throat ulcer might be because of some dental problem also. Hello Mukesh ji, I can see your question. Are sinus infection more common in winter? Mukesh ji, it is not like this. Sinus problem is more common in winter. Usually in winter, sinus problem, it's precipitated because of cold weather outside or because of our immunity status. It is not so. So I was telling about ear perforation. Simple ear perforation can be repaired. Thank you, Akshay ji. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. But if you are having false smelling discharge from the ear, persistent decreased hearing, earache, vertigo, and headache along with ear discharge, then you should report ENT surgeon immediately. It might be a matter of problem or might be a little serious problem. So simple ear discharge, nothing to worry. If you are having ear discharge which is false smelling with earache, vertigo, headache, then you should report to us immediately and get your problem solved. Here at CHL, I do simple ear surgeries to complicated ear surgery. Last week only we have done good ear surgery. That patient already had ear surgery done some 3 to 4 years back, but her problem of ear discharge was persisting, and currently she developed the problem of headache, pain in the ear, and vertigo. So she was having sudden bony erosion in the ear. So because that major structure of the ear were destroyed. So she consulted to me, we treated her, we operated her, and she is absolutely fine now. She was having a major ear problem. So like this, if you are having if your ear discharge is false smelling along with headache, vertigo, you should report to a ENT surgeon immediately. Yeah, hello Varunji. I can see your question. Doctor, how many is it recommended to use earphone? Okay. Varunji, if you are IT professional, you have to use earphone regularly, then I will advise you not to use earphone, use headphone. Headphone you should use in a silent place. As such, or if you ask, I cannot tell you, because if you're working long, you have to use it for a long time. But I will suggest in general, you can continuously use hearing phone 45 minutes or 1 hour, but after that you must remove it. Then you can switch on to speaker mode, or you can use headphone, or like this. So you can switch off to the speaker mode and headphone mode, because continuous using the earphone, ear skin gets damaged, and that causes problem or earache. Yeah, hello Ankita ji, I can see your question. Are there any remedies to relieve the fluid in the ear? Yeah, very nice question, Ankita ji. Fluid in the ear is mostly because of cold. So I'll say you use chewing gum, you take steam in the night, and do little exercise, simple jumping, jogging, running. It will solve the problem of fluid in the ear. Fluid in the ear is common problem, nothing to worry. It could be because of, it can be a part of common cold. So take steam in the night, jumping, jogging, running, and use chewing gum. It will solve the problem. Thank you, Varunji. My pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah. So here we are doing all sort of ENT surgeries, nasal surgeries, head and neck cancer surgeries, surgery for snoring, laser surgeries, complete all the ENT head and neck surgery we are doing at CHL. Lastly, I'll speak about Corona. In today's era, everyone is facing lot of problem with Corona, lot of queries. I will tell you as per my knowledge. I won't tell that I am perfect in that, but don't think, first I'll say don't think much about corona. Maintain personal hygiene, social hygiene, take good diet and proper exercise. I think this is the solution for corona. Along with that, social distancing. So if you are having good exercise, your respiratory reserve is good, you will not get any infection so easily. If you will take good diet, your immunity will be good, and your body can combat the corona infection. And if you are using personal hygiene and social hygiene, definitely you won't be having any infection. Thank you, Kitaji. Thank you very much. Yeah, my pleasure. Is it? Thank you all. Thank you. So hope to see you all at CHL Hospital and ENT OPD. Thank you very much. Yeah.